Yep, it's that time again. Going on to another theory with good old Pack Inventor. Hey guys, so like, subscribe, and hit the bell. And that show like a time to about 3 years ago, cause it was in the year 2019 that I first decided to become a FNAF YouTuber. And in the year 2020, I came up with my first ever Five Nights at Freddy's theory. And I decided to share that with you guys today. So without further ado, let's go! So I was watching the first few videos on this playlist here, and it's when I watched this video that my theory senses started tingling. Take her away, MatPat!
First, in the months leading up to the release of the game, there were clues hidden in the source code for some of the teasers on Scott's website, with the numbers 8787 repeated over and over again. Two numbers that anyone who hasn't been living under a rock will recognize as a key date in the franchise's lore, the Bite of 87.
Now this initially got me triggered because this game takes place in the year 1983, a whopping 4 years before the Bite of 87. So clearly there's some kind of tie here between the Bite of 83 and the Bite of 87. Something significant. This is further backed up by the whole idea that in FNAF 1, if you type in the numbers 1987 to the custom night, you get jump scared by going Freddy. I mean, sure, that was just an Easter egg at the time, but now, fast forwarded to FNAF 4, wouldn't that be updated to 1983, the game where, we actually see a fight happen with the golden bear itself? Just doesn't make much sense. Unless there was a tied connection between these two bites. This got me to want to figure out the story of FNAF 4. Not the reason for the Bite of 83, its story. Because each game is telling a story. FNAF 1 tells the story of a creepy restaurant and how it closed and reopened and all that stuff. FNAF 2 tells the story of the Bite of 87. FNAF 3 tells the story of Springtrap and how he came to be. So FNAF 4 clearly has a story hidden in there somewhere, and it's my goal to figure out what that is. So, let's hop right into it. So, with all these significant ties to the Bite of 87, perhaps there are clues in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 that can help us solve the story of Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Now, before I decided to become a FNAF YouTuber, I was playing the games. And I played up to Night 4 of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And in that game, I had a 1 second delay reaction time, where Amatron comes into my office, wait 1 second, puts down mask. And I survived. Until night 3, when the wizard started coming in. Suddenly I was dying left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. All because I wasn't quick enough to draw. This implies to me that toy animatronics are friendlier than the wizards. Makes sense. I mean, the wizards are full-on possessed, while these guys are partially possessed, kind of possessed, freshly possessed. It's hard to tell. But then, that does beg one question. If they're nicer, then why is it they see your face, they kill you? I mean, it makes literally no sense. Unless you're a criminal. That's the only explanation. You are a criminal. They see your face, they will detect you in their software and will immediately attack you. That's an explanation. Alright, we're getting somewhere. So we're a criminal. Is there anything else we can find enough to? Well, by golly, there is. Ow, my hand. So I've seen these videos about Easter eggs that you missed in FNAF 1 through 3, and in FNAF 2, there are 2 cutscenes. One of Freddy and one of Bonnie. Now, where do we see Freddy and Bonnie sharing a similar characteristic? Shadow Freddy and Shadow Bonnie. I've already explained how I think that the Shadows are in FNAF 1, so this would only make sense. Plus, we see in FNAF 1, where I suspect the Shadows are, we see a screenshot of Bonnie. clearly implying that the Shadow Bonnie is there. So this makes sense. But then, why is there a Foxy? There's a Foxy cutscene too in FNAF 3, and that makes really no sense whatsoever. I mean, what? There's no Shadow Foxy. What, is Golden Foxy theory suddenly confirmed, just like that? Well, no. But I do have my suspicions. See, this is obviously implying that Foxy is important in some way. This first point by the fact that Foxy runs and attacks you will not be fooled by the mask, despite having the same software and hardware. So clearly something is off here. I mean, the puppet makes sense why he would not be fooled by the mask, because she is more aware than the others, to quote her.
The others are like animals, but I am very aware.
But for Foxy, that doesn't make much sense. So there's clearly some kind of significant tie between the Bite of A3 and the Bite of A7 and Foxy. What does Foxy have to do with the Bite of A3? Oh my god! Foxy bro! Foxy bro! Fox-E bro! Let me explain. So we see screenshots of Foxy. Why? Foxy's most aggressive. Why? Unless, of course, we have a special tie to that character. Unless, of course, we have a very close and personal tie that is like this with Foxy. Could potentially be that we are Foxy Bro. That Jeremy Fitzgerald is, in fact, Foxy Bro. Need more proof? What about the whole criminal situation? I mean, think about this logically. What happens in FNAF 4? Foxy Bro commits manslaughter, a prank gone wrong that results in the death of a fellow human. That would be textbook case of manslaughter. In fact, let me just go look it up real quick. Yep, just what I thought. This is a textbook case of first-degree manslaughter. The voluntary death in the person without premeditation. This would be punishable by jail. This would give Foxy Bro a criminal record. We've all been treating it like Foxy Bro gets off with a slap on the back. But in reality, he would have a criminal record because of this. Him and the other 3 bullies. Which means that he would be a criminal. And worse, it's a criminal at a Fazbear restaurant. Of course his face is going to be on the facial recognition software. That's why he's being targeted. That's why he's a criminal. And plus, isn't that sweet, sweet irony and perfect storytelling? I mean, brother kills brother via manslaughter, via putting his head into an animatronic mouth, causing it to be crushed, and he gets bit himself. Pure irony. And pure storytelling. Aha! I did it! I cracked the Jeremy Fitzgerald case wide open! This is the whole reason why Bite of A7 happens. Except, I didn't. Let me explain. You see, I initially came up with this theory when I believed that Michael was the crying child. You see, I may have become a FNAF fan in 2019 with the release of the Curse of Dreadbeard DLC, but I first heard of FNAF when I first got onto YouTube, which was in 2016, during Five Nights at Freddy's 6. And back then, Five Nights at Freddy's just wasn't really my thing, so I left. And when I left, I was under the assumption that Michael was the crying child. So for all this, but then I suddenly come back and suddenly everyone's going, "Oh, Michael's Foxy Bro, Michael's Foxy Bro, Michael's Foxy Bro."
Alright, I get it!
And seriously, how did that change happen? How did that come around? A and B, Scott, what were you thinking? You had the perfect thing going here. Crying child gets killed by brother. Brother gets bit himself. Explains the criminal thing. Explains the reason why we see Foxy so much. It explains everything perfectly. Come on, you ruined the perfect thing. Guess I gotta throw that theory out the window. Or do I? Let me explain. You see, you might recall something I said earlier. Rewind that tape. We'll all be treating it like Foxy Bro gets off with a slap on the back. But in reality, he would have a criminal record because of this. Him and the other 3 bullies. 3 bullies. Foxy Bro wasn't alone in this first degree manslaughter case. There were 3 other culprits, all of which who now have criminal records on their backs. Which means that all of this could simply be explained if one of these bullies was having memories of Foxy Bro and was having recollections on the 587. I mean, this would perfectly explain the criminal record, the ties to Foxy, and, most importantly, the reason they get bit. It's because they were one of the bullies. And I have my speculation on which bully it was. I believe it was Freddy Kid. Now, this is just speculation. But, he does wear a Freddy mask, and for FNAF 2, it's all about wearing a Freddy mask. So, coincidence? Maybe? But until it's debunked, then I guess we will just say that it's him. So with that, yes! I figured out the story of FNAF 4. FNAF 4 is talking about the origins of the fight of 87. How it happened, why it happened, and how the people got there in the first place. And I was able to make that theory work in the modern FNAF timeline. With that, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. And don't forget to join my live streams. I'm going to be live streaming the custom night as much as I can now. So please be sure to join that. And as always, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Until next time.